Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? It's your girl Michaela Janae here, back with another MaJa Speaks. So I just want to hop into this very quick message I had for you guys. Today we will be talking about placing your bets, okay? And if you're not a betting person, we're going to be talking about investments. It's still early in the year, but I can imagine that while we were in the house last year, God gave us a word, or he spoke something into us that we should be doing, or that we need to start doing once we got in 2021. Or maybe he just gave you a hint. Maybe you didn't even hear an audible voice dropping little hints about where he wants to take you or what you should be doing in this next season of your life. Because I remember last year I kept telling you, prepare for your level up, prepare yourself for your blessings. So maybe he gave you a little glimpse into what you should be doing from here on out, even in the midst of the craziness of this pandemic, what's going on racially, what's going on with our government. God is still out here giving out visions for us. It's not a time that we should pause or wait and see what's going to happen first. We should still move on what God wants us to move on. Maybe you're still waiting on a word from God. Maybe you don't know where you're supposed to be rooted in this season. Either way, my message is the same for today. It's time to bet on yourself. God puts things in motion for us, and he had a plan for us before we were even formed in our mother's womb. But sometimes we don't do the work to achieve our blessings because we don't even believe in ourselves, and that's what I'm talking about today. Betting on yourself, believing in yourself, investing in yourself is the exact same thing. All three of those things go hand in hand, okay? We don't realize that we're the ones holding us back from our blessing, holding us back from greatness. You know, there are different versions of our vision. As we're sitting down waiting for circumstances to get better, or waiting for things to change before we can act out God's plan, he's sitting there like, okay, well, you already missed this part of it. Like, I invested in you. I gave you this plan because I knew you could handle it. I created you to work this thing out and to give it to the world. God invests in us because he has already placed in us what we need to succeed. And of course, self-confidence is not built overnight, because maybe someone or something has been breaking you down for a very long time. I know it's not by choice that you view yourself as inadequate, or you view yourself as unable to be where you see these celebrities at, or where you see the older people in your life. You don't think you can get there because someone has literally told you that they don't believe in you, or they've told you that they don't see it for you because of where you came from or what you've been through. But I'm here to tell you that is not true. What you've been through is what equips you to do what God has called you to do. He does not call the equipped, he equips the called. He's been preparing you your whole life to act out that plan, to go out there and do what needs to be done for you to live a greater, better life. You are the right person to carry out that plan, his plan. You have what it takes to move forward. You deserve a better job. You deserve a new car. You have what it takes to pay your bills this month and every month, or you have what it takes to make it through school. You have what it takes to get into school. And I don't want you guys to think about this video is about being an entrepreneur. This video is not about just getting the job. This video is about you have what it takes to make that relationship work with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You have what it takes to, you know, get reconnected to that parent that you've been estranged from. You have what it takes to go out there and find a job, to sustain yourself, to move into that apartment. It doesn't matter what other people are telling you or what it looks like in the worldly eyes. If God has placed it in you, it is time to bet on yourself. Whatever God has placed in front of you this year can be conquered hands down with his help. God is the God of the supernatural. None of that scares him. So many of us are so quick to bet on these celebrities, these influencers, these people that y'all have been following for years, or you project your needs onto them or what needs to be done in the world. You're like, well, oh, why Beyonce ain't handling that? She got the money for this and that. I feel like Jada and Baby could get that done, and why they ain't doing that? If they could fix their relationship, worry about you. And I feel like that's a major key a lot of people are not tapping into. When you're sitting there placing your bets on these celebrities and worrying about what's going on in their life and these influencers, you're missing out on valuable time in your own life, in your own journey. Bet on yourself to get it done and to do what needs to be done to get yourself to that next level. Okay, you cannot sit here and worry about what they're doing, who they're doing it with, you know, waiting on them to invent something, waiting on them to invent that product, or even being discouraged when they do something in the same field as you. Go out and do what God has placed on your heart to do, because you are the only person who can get it done the way he needs it done. Stop putting your faith in any man, system, government. No, put your faith in God. Invest in yourself. Know that you can handle what needs to be done. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Worry about you and how you're gonna get there, and having that self-confidence to know that you can handle it and that you deserve to be there. A lot of us don't even understand that you deserve greatness. You deserve to be in certain rooms. Okay, it's time to stop living through others and living to imitate what you see them do, what you see portrayed, because not everything that you see is exactly like it is. Those people are portraying an image. They're trying to convey a certain lifestyle to you to make you stuck on them and in awe of the picture that they're painting. But come on, let's get desensitized from the glamour of social media and what's going on and all of that, and what they're doing and what they're trying to show you is their version of happiness, and find your own happiness. Go out there and do what needs to be done to make your life start to go in a straight line, instead of going around in the same yearly circle. And I talk about the circle every year. Okay, so many of y'all on a treadmill not getting anywhere. You're not in the race because you don't think you can win. You don't think that you're the most valuable player, but you're always the MVP of your life, and that's something important to know also. I believe in you. I think you could do it. I don't think there's anyone better to do what God has set out for you to do than you. It's just time that you believe it. It's the time that you invest in yourself. It's time that you bet on yourself, and know that God is already waiting on you to just get started. Get into your vision. Don't do it because I said it. Do it because it's true. This message I got from God, because even in my own life, I'm never telling y'all things that I don't need. In my own life, I have to bet on myself. I have to invest in myself and know that God set me on the path, because with his help I can handle it. I know I'm not strong enough, and when it comes to business, if you're not scared to make that next step, it's probably not the right business move. It's not the right venture for you, because if you could get it without God's help, it's not meant for you. That's a whole nother video. But I think that is all for today. I'm gonna go ahead and holla at you in my next video. I'm gonna see you then.